What if the person sitting across from you never actually saw you at all, but only the role you were cast to play in their private theater? Because this is exactly what happens when you are dealing with a pathological narcissist. To the narcissist, other people are not independent, self-sufficient, living, breathing individuals with inner lives full of their own thoughts and perceptions and hopes and dreams, but rather they see other people as objects, props on a stage designed to support their ongoing performance of the false self they created a long, long time ago. This is why survivors often describe their experience with a narcissist as surreal, a kind of psychological invisibility, because their value was never based on who they truly were, but on how convincingly they performed the part written for them in the narcissist script. And each and every actor in their make-believe world is there to make sure the narcissist's false self is reflected back to them via the role they have been assigned. And when that doesn't happen, when someone in their life refuses to play the role the narcissist has assigned to them, that is going to be a problem. And today we're going to dive into this topic and explain how and why this happens and what that means for you if you have a narcissist in your life. But first, if you're new to this channel, I'd like to take a moment and welcome you and invite you to please subscribe and be sure and hit that notification bell because I put out new videos every week. Also, if you are interested in private one-on-one narcissistic abuse recovery coaching sessions with me, or if you would like information about my course on understanding complex PTSD and how to break trauma bonds for good, or if you'd like to join our private community of survivors where we have bi-weekly group coaching sessions, I have all of those links listed in the description below. So today we are talking about how narcissists experience the people in their lives and the roles they play. Because every narcissist is a playwright in disguise, and the people in their orbit are assigned characters, the way a director hands out costumes. And what's important to understand is these roles are not negotiable, and they are never based on your actual essence. You may be chosen as the adoring admirer, or the dutiful child, or the reliable rescuer, but these roles serve only one purpose: to prop up the narcissist's unstable false self. And that irony is really painful because the more you comply, the more you disappear. Like an actor who became forever typecast, you're confined to a one-dimensional role that never honors your depth, complexity, or truth. The script is set and you're expected to perform on cue, no matter how absurd or demeaning the lines may be. So what does a narcissist see when they look at you? Ever thought about that? Because I'm here to tell you it isn't your soul, not your dreams, not the uniqueness of your life. They see you as a tool. In their world, worth is not measured by who you are, but by what you can provide. Think of it like this. A stagehand doesn't care about the soul of a chair. They care that the chair looks good under the spotlight. That's exactly how narcissists treat people. If you provide admiration, attention, or emotional fuel, you're useful. The second you stop, you're discarded as easily as an old prop shoved into a closet. You might be a source of admiration, a shield against loneliness, or a punching bag for their frustrations. When you're useful, you'll be kept around and valued to a certain degree. But the moment you stop feeding their delusion, you're as disposable as a prop left behind in the theater after closing night. This is one of the reasons why we are so perplexed when the relationship ends, and explains why discards are so sudden and shocking. Your humanity was never really a part of the equation. You stopped playing the role that they cast you in. Therefore, you are no longer needed or useful. But perhaps the darkest part of being treated as a prop is this: your inner world doesn't count. Say you're hurt and they'll accuse you of being dramatic. Tell the truth, and they'll call you a liar. Share a memory, and they'll say it never happened. This isn't just manipulation either. It's complete and utter destruction and erasure of who you are. Your reality doesn't fit their script, so it's cut from the play completely. And the unfortunate but clever cruelty here is that by denying your subjectivity, the narcissist forces you to question your very existence. It's not just they don't see you, it's that they rewrite you, flatten you, and reduce you to a cardboard cutout, forcing you to question your literal existence and doubt your own mind. If you've ever felt dizzy in a relationship with a narcissist, it's because the script is constantly changing, and you are expected to adapt without protest or complaint. One day, you're praised as the irreplaceable star of the show. The next, you're recast as the villain. But what is critically important for a survivor to understand who's going through this is that this reversal doesn't reflect any real transformation in you, but rather is happening because of the shifting needs of their fragile ego. Now, all of a sudden, what was once flattering becomes threatening. What was once adored becomes despised. It's like performing in a play where the director literally tears up the script mid-scene, hands you new lines, and expects you to deliver them flawlessly. And it's beyond confusing as well as being completely absurd because they expect you to morph into this new role they have for you, and they will punish you without mercy when you can't. So in closing, to live as a prop in someone else's play is to be robbed of your personhood, autonomy, and recognition. It is to be used, erased, and recast at the whim of a mind that values fantasy over reality. Survivors of narcissistic abuse often describe the experience as dreamlike or nightmarish because they were quite literally living inside a theater where the narcissist was both playwright and star, and everyone else was trapped in supporting roles. Recovery begins the moment you step off that stage and reclaim authorship of your own story. When you recognize that you were never just a prop, but the main character of your own life all along. All right, that's going to do it for today's video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Also, follow me on my other social media platforms. They are all listed in the description below. Thanks for watching, everybody.